Warmly welcome to Exploring Miracles. I'm exploring the workbook in A Course in Miracles, lesson by lesson, by reading bits and pieces from the text and doing my best to reflect on the lessons as I go with the text. And today we have come to lesson number 111. And this is one of the review parts to unlearn and to learn, starting apply also. And it's a review of lesson number 91, Miracles are seen in light, and 92, Miracles are seen in light and strength are one. Before I go into how to repeat and to practice, I will read the introduction to this review part because I think it's it is such a sweet, it's put in such a sweet way from somebody, Jesus, who obviously knows the tricky twists and turns of the human mind. Listen to this, paragraph 3 in the introduction. But learning will be hampered when you skip a practice period because you are unwilling to devote the time to it that you are asked to give. Do not deceive yourself in this. Unwillingness can be most carefully concealed behind a cloak of situations you cannot control. I'm quite familiar with that. Learn to distinguish situations that are poorly suited to your practicing from those that you establish to uphold a camouflage for your unwillingness. And it's a bit more in paragraph 4. Where did I find it? You are unwilling to cooperate in practicing salvation only if it interferes with goals you hold more dear. So it was very good to read this carefully because this is the way at least my mind can trick me, or I go like, oh, no, not today. No, I did 110 lessons now and I practiced, but review again? No. So the one talking to us knows a lot about being human, I think. And what about lesson number 111? Miracles are seen in light. I cannot the practice. I cannot see in darkness. Let the light of holiness and truth light up my mind and let me see the innocence within. We cannot see in darkness. Darkness in A Course in Miracles is fear. And when we are busy with feeling fear, we don't see correctly. We are in darkness. And lesson number 92, miracles are seen in light and strength are one. The practice is, I see through strength the gift of God to me. My weakness is the dark his gift dispels by giving me his strength to take its place. And on the hour, miracles are seen in light. On the half hour, miracles are seen in light and strength are one. So if we are not in fear, we are in love. We are in light, and light and strength are one. So we're reminded of the true power, the power that is totally unthreatened. The book, the lessons are giving us these review sessions from time to time, and there is a really brilliant thought, intention behind that, because the one who's talking to us apparently knows us very well. The first part in the workbook, from lesson number 1 to lesson number 50, then we have learned to be neutral, not to project our stuff into a chair, into a person, into a situation. And it goes, the first lessons really teaching us that we are actually projecting a lot of stuff on the outer world and also on ourselves. So we are learning learning to unlearn, becoming familiar with unlearning. Maybe we didn't know that. I didn't have a clue 30 years ago when I started. And then the workbook is taking us from lesson number 51 to 80. Then we are trained. The mind is beginning to learn that we are giving many chances here. We can choose again. We can make another choice. Maybe we don't really understand in an instant what choice that might be, but we are guided gently into it, and it becomes clearer and clearer. So we practiced this victimhood. Maybe one rejected that. What? Victim? I've never been a victim. I was one of those. No, but then I saw, okay, every grievance, every bad memory, every in me. Grievance, big or small, nevertheless, grievance. That's darkness, and I will not see without fear, as long as I choose to carry that around. So we were explained how to let miracles replace all grievances, even if it's only for a split second. That's a big step. So we learned that perception can change. And the second review, I think, lesson number 91 to 90, where we where we are now in the book, we are actually not really, how to say it, we are going to apply the new perception, because now we have understood that, okay, there is another way to perceive. There is another way to look at this. But maybe we are not sure what that is. Okay, light and strength, and I'm in love, and I'm not in fear. So, okay, stable place inside. I'm part of the divine. I'm as God created me. Okay, now it's time to apply. And this is beautiful. So, lesson number 91, as we are reminded of here, it introduces something new now. We are ready to take a new step. We are ready to go from that our perception is a bit mistaken to begin to see how correction happens. That fear is darkness and understanding is light. Understanding is also love. For example, I have a negative reaction towards somebody, and then if I actually choose to understand this person, I'm in the light in an instant. So the light has come that we have been learning in lesson number 91 and onward. The light has come, and I walk with God in perfect peace, in perfect holiness. That's peace too. And God is the strength in which I trust. All these are shifting from the false perception. So now we are going into action, applying. So this is so very crucial that we actually practice and don't procrastinate and do all these things that were mentioned in the introduction, avoiding or watching Netflix or whatever. This is me. instead of practicing every whole and half hour, because our minds have been trained now to be calmer, to be still. We are familiar with the what is what, the outer world and the reaction and the stillness and what actually happens or can come to us in stillness. So the light is already there. When we are still, we can apply it, and miracles become visible in the light. This is the learning, and the strength is there. So this is the review of lesson number 91 and number 92. So let's not skip the practice periods. The review is also telling us that to carry this the whole day, whatever we are doing or talking or seeing or reading or whatever we have to do, just let it be in the background a bit, that the light, oh yeah, miracles are seen in the light, and light and strength is what I'm doing here. Miracles are seen in light, and this is so beautiful. So miracles are seen in light, and miracles are seen in light, and light and strength are one. Thank you very much for taking from your time and participating in this. It is a joy. Thank you.